Nemesis, goddess of justice and revenge. Thank you for stopping in Non-World Chronicles as we take a look at a very interesting Greek goddess, Nemesis, whose name now has become synonymous with enemy. And in a lot of ways, she was a dreaded deity. She originates, obviously, in Greek and Roman beliefs, and it is said that, along with the Furies, she was responsible for transporting the souls of the guilty to Tartarus. She is described as the deification of indignation, and her cult following was built around true morality. And she did have a pretty substantial cult following. Her major cult center was at Rhamnus, and there was supposedly a magnificent temple built in her honor in roughly the 5th century. But she had other temples in Smyrna as well as Iconium in Asia Minor. So her deification was long-standing. She was seen as a vengeful goddess because of her story. She is the mother of Helen of Troy, the Greek beauty to which the whole Trojan War was started and fought over. Known for being an epic beauty, and this is her source. But the source of that story is a bit of a foul story in that Helen was born after her mother was violated by Zeus, as he was famous for. So she is a victim of Zeus, thus her need for revenge. It is said that Zeus came to pursue her, and Nemesis turned herself into a goose to escape Zeus's clutches. He turned himself into a swan and eventually caught her and thus proceeded to impregnate her. Now, Nemesis then laid an egg that was brought forth to Leda, and from that egg, the beauty Helen would be hatched. So given the backdrop of how she came to be a mother and this violation at the hands of Zeus, another victim of Zeus, she became this deity of revenge and has been mentioned in mythology for the last 2,000 years. She is actually favored by soldiers because of her attitude, and her presence on the battlefield was called in when soldiers were in conflict. A very beautiful deity with a very dark backstory that lends itself to much in Greek mythology, her connection to Zeus, then obviously her connection to her daughter, and the subsequent Trojan War, which would be one of the major events in Western history. Thank you again for stopping in at Non-World Chronicles as we add some Greek mythology to our mix. As always, I ask that you hit that like and subscribe and click the notification bell so you know when new videos are going to drop.